Hey Amber Miners, welcome back to the Amber Mine. Today, we have something extra special. Something that the team and I were literally just talking about a few days ago, thinking would never happen. It's something that has caused our very own Bob 14435 to have to nearly completely restart the version numbers of the species found in the Jurassic lore for his project, the Complete Genomic Library. Before we get too deep into this sudden opening of the mine, make sure to strike that like button. And if you aren't, make sure you are subscribed, as that's the best way to keep in touch. Oh, and double check to see if you are actually subscribed. Sometimes YouTube likes to randomly unsubscribe people from their favorite channels. Lastly, we would like to mention our Patreon. We currently have 4 active patrons, and we would like that number to grow a little bit before Jurassic June. Some of the current perks are getting the videos as soon as they are done. Even if the YouTube overlords don't like it, you get to the unedited version. My goal is to at least make that number grow up to 11 by June 11th. Let's hold on to our butts and see what happens. Without further ado, let's get right back into the groundbreaking news. When you think of Jurassic Park, what specific props come to mind? More than likely, one of 3 major things come to mind, right? I myself own replicas of the first 2. Last one, I consider a holy grail type item. Speaking of which, I actually have an Indiana Jones Holy Grail replica in my collection. If you would like to see a video on my entire collection, please let me know down below. Dr. Alan Grant's raptor claw fossil, which he throws away at the base of the tree for my bed seat. Hammond's amber cane that holds a mosquito stuck forever in a piece of amber. And Biosyn/Nedry's Barbasol can, which held the embryo vials that the ill-fated computer engineers successfully stole from Jurassic Park's embryo storage vaults. The first 2 have been documented many times over the years. However, the ill-fated Barbasol can, much like its fate in the movie, has disappeared into the world after the movie wrapped filming, seemingly forgotten about by most except for us die-hard fans. With its disappearance, many fans have wondered specifically what species had Nedry stolen that stormy June 11th night back in 1993. Many of us have given our guesses. We have. Even our friends over at Everything Jurassic Park have thought they cracked the code. Until the morning of February 3rd, no one knew the truth. As of yesterday, we now have our answers. As discovered by our amazing friend SickleClaw, Heritage Auctions posted pictures and basic information on Jurassic Park's Holy Grail. The actual screen-used can once held by Dennis Nedry's actor Wayne Knight. A link will be provided in the description below so that you can see this for yourself. Wait until you're done here first. Now, what are those species and why did they cause such a huge stir? Well, before we share the species, I'll show you this little item. It's a roughly 1-inch tall clear vial comprising a vial, a screw top, some suspicious yellow liquid, as well as a label that says MT-1.02. This is still, as far as we know, believed to be true. This label contains only 3 letters, but it goes against the newest piece of evidence, so we are unsure what to think. Now, on to the species. To note, there is space for a total of 10 vials, with 3 missing and or lost to time. The label reads as follows: TR-1.024 VR-1.011 BA-1.034 PR-2.012 PA-3 PA-2-065 HE-1.035. These species are believed to be Tyrannosaurus rex, Velociraptor, Brachiosaurus, Proceratosaurus, a species unseen in the movie, but shows up on the brochure map, Parasaurolophus, which only shows up in the Brachiosaur lake scene. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Parasaurolophus again. Hendry was so horrible at this. And lastly, Herrerasaurus, another species not seen in the movie, but according to the game, was active on the island and was going to be the replacement for the Velociraptors in the tour. The missing species includes the following. We know this to be true based off 3 sources. One is inferred. Our sources are the movie, the embryo vials themselves, and the DPG, specifically referring to section 5.2. As I read each species, you will see down in the bottom right-hand corner the source for each one of these. Baryonyx, Compsognathus, Corythosaurus, Dilophosaurus, Gallimimus, Metriacanthosaurus, Pteranodon, Segisaurus, and lastly, Stegosaurus. However, this doesn't end here, so let's put our theory caps on. We had known that the CryoCan only had a limited number of slots available, and Nedry was tasked with getting all 15 species off of the island. And Nedry says that he'll get them all. I'd like to propose an interesting theory. If it weren't for the storm and getting lost on his way to the East Dock, he would have successfully made it and earned his cash. This weekend that the inspection team was intended to be for a few days. What if there were multiple trips back and forth to the Biocyn over the span of the entire weekend, passing the can back and forth until all 15 species were indeed acquired? Just a thought. It hasn't been fully fleshed out yet, but just to get us thinking. Let me know what you think down below. Anyway, I'll see you all next time down in the mine.
Hey Ember Miners, thanks for watching today's video. Be sure to click the subscribe button on your way out and click the bell icon to be notified of our videos when we upload them.